Right, a quick tip about shortening patch cables for guitar pedal boards. The first thing you need to do is, when you're stripping down something like this, is to make sure you've got the correct tools to do it with. So you strip down the sheath side first, so that the internals are showing. Brush that to one side, and then let a little bit of the middle one, you don't need a huge amount, like that. And then obviously give it a little bit of a twist. And then what you need to do is, when you're soldering, is always pre-solder these ends before you mount them on your jack plug. Now this type of jack plug, this spoon type, if you overheat them, they're prone to the little plastic bit in the middle melting, which causes the guitar lead to spin, which means that it won't work properly and you'll constantly get your guitar cutting out. So be aware of that. Once you've pre-soldered everything, place it in a position where the central core is to the central pin, and slowly apply the solder. You'll have to excuse my shakes, I've not got the steadiest of hands, but heat up and apply the solder as quickly as possible, so you're not melting the little plastic ring in the middle. Once that's done, leave it to cool for a few seconds, and then you can solder the other piece once it's in the correct position, which is going to be awkward again now. As I say, you have to be careful, because even heating up the externals of the jack plug chassis will cause problems. Obviously I've got a big double solder on there due to the fact that it's not very well attached. That should do the trick. So once you've soldered the two in, you just clip these ends off. I'm not going to do it now, I'll do it in a minute. Place the little paper isolator which stops the back of this touching this. Try and mount that in there. If you've got a little bit of super glue or something, just dab it in and then screw it down, and that's your cable shortened. Now you should always make sure that if you know how long the cable needs to be, like for instance with this one, that's the shortest length this cable needs to be. So I've put a mark on it, and then once I've attached this into the correct position, it gives me probably 1/4 of an inch of play, so that the cables aren't stretched too long but they aren't too short for when you come to connect your guitar pedals together.